Someone said I'm not recording. I'm recording. Okay. Anyway, it gives you guidelines of how to do an interview. All right. And so you will go over it with her. And at the end, you've got to ask for yes or no. Okay. And this is critical at an interview because after you go over some information with her, one of the things you're going to do is you're going to listen to her and you're going to tell her why. One big thing is, why do you think she'd be good? A genuine compliment of why you want to work with her. Why do you want to work with her, take her to seminars, introduce her to your sales director, introduce her to Mary Kay if she was still living? What about her is awesome, okay? Tell that girl that. And say, I believe you can do it, and this is why, all right? Then the second thing is, you want to, after you talk to her and listen to her, you're going to listen for her needs of why would she want to do it? What could Mary Kay fulfill in her life that's missing? Is it she needs more money? She needs more friends? She needs more time? Does she need more confidence? I mean, what is it that Mary Kay could do for her? And remind her of that. And say, I just really feel like Mary Kay could help you increase your income to pay for whatever she was talking about. To give you some more friends, to give you some girl time, to increase your confidence. And, it's kind of like a self-improvement course all in one. It will help you save money on your taxes. All the different things. You could, whatever her why is. And there's got to be a reason you chose her to talk to her. Either you thought about a reason it could help her or you thought she'd be so awesome. One or the other, or both, okay? And then if she says, well, I don't think so. Let's talk about why she's saying no and what she's saying no to. Number one, she has no money. She just flat does not have $100. If she had $100, she would give you $100. But she does not have $100. She does not have the money to buy the kit. She would love to buy the kit. If you said, if I would give you the kit and I would pay for your kit, would you want to do it? And if she goes, not really, well, then she really don't want to do it. Okay. But normally if she said, well, you're going to buy my kit? Yeah, I would love to do it. I just honestly, I just don't have the money right now. And she may not tell you she don't have the money. She may tell you, I'm too busy. It's not a good time. My husband won't let me do something like this. I tried another network marketing company and I failed. This is a pyramid scheme. Whatever. She just may come up with a bunch of stuff. But usually it's the third or fourth one, and it usually boils down to, I do not have $118. Okay? And so if that's it, you got to go back to some of the other things. And what I would say if it was me, which may not be you, I would go, to be honest with you, I know how you feel. Because that's exactly how I felt, because I did not have the money either. So what I found is that there are people that have money. And all I got to do is figure out how to get my money from those people. And for me, it happened to be First National Bank. They had lots of money. And so, my sister, she got the money from my parents. Today, people get it from different places, and I can work with you on figuring out some ways to get your $100. Okay? So let me just make it clear, if we could figure out how to get you the money for the kit, are you interested in signing up and starting a business? Yes, I am, Cleta. I'm like, all right, that's all I need to hear. So let's brainstorm together how we would get $118. Honestly, I really feel like if there's a will, there's a way. If you had, your daughter's on the playground and something happened and she got hurt and you had to have $118 to get her to the hospital to do something to help your daughter, where would you get that money? Well, I don't know. I'll probably just ask my parents. I'll say, well, wouldn't you rather ask your parents for some money for a starter kit than than to have something happen to your daughter? And then they'll laugh. I go, seriously though, why don't you think about asking some people like that maybe would loan you the money to start the business? That could be a thought. All right. Another would be, what do you have you might could sell, around your house on Marketplace? Another one, if it goes all the way down, you can say, well, I tell you what, I know you love the product. What about if I give you an opportunity to sell some product for me? And then, maybe we could sell enough and I'll give you some of the profit towards your kit. Now, I'm not saying do that to everybody, you guys, but if it's somebody you really feel like you want to do that, you could do it. And so you give her a book and say, basically what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to sell about, I think it's about $350. No, hang on just a minute. I'm going to tell you what it is. Okay, let's just say 400. You're going to sell about $400 worth of products. All right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take 118 of that and we're going to buy your kit. And we're going to take the rest of it, which is going to be, you know, 200 and something, $280. And we're going to do an order to get that product that you just bought. And then you'll have a little tiny bit of product left over, like about $50. And that's for you. It's a free gift. So if you really want to do this, here's a book. Here's a satin hand set. You can sample that on people. I mean, honestly, if you sold 10 of these sets, you'd almost have it done. Or you could sell a couple miracle sets. You know, so if you really want to work with somebody, you could do it that way. And I've had people do it. I've had people go, all right. You know, one of my consultants right now, you know, I gave her that challenge to sell some charcoal masks, and she sold 8. But by the next day, she has sold 8 charcoal masks. 8 charcoal masks times 24, that's $192. And so we started with that and got the rest of her money to get her kit and got her first order in, you know, and we went from there. I'm like, wow, okay. You know, and so it can be done. If there's a will, there's a way. All right. But even if she says no, then you say, you know what, maybe you can be a talent scout for me, because now that you know a little bit about the company, would you agree that it's a great opportunity for women? Well, yes, I would say, well, that's really my goal, because I know it's not for everybody. Some people are just going to be great customers. Some people are going to be great hostesses. But if I have at least showed you enough about our product and our company for you to think, hey, this is a great opportunity, then I've done my job. So who can you think of in your life, or do you know anybody that's a family or friend that you think, man, she'd be pretty good at this? Can you think of anybody? And you guys, sometimes she will refer you to her sister or her cousin or her mom, you know, or her next door neighbor or her best friend. And then you say, well, you know what? If she decides to do this, I'm going to give you some free product. And I just really appreciate your time and your opinion. Here's your free mascara. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. And you know what? You never know what may change in your life. I've seen a lot of people, you know, where they're doing this job and all of a sudden they're not doing that job anymore, and they just feel like they need to change. So I'm always here for you. And let's shake on it that if you ever decide you want to do Mary Kay, you'll sign up on my team. That's right. Handshake. And they'll go, all right, Cleta. Say, all right now. And then that's how, and say, and just thank you so much for your time. Okay. So I want to just kind of end it with that. And I might take some questions, but just Q-tip and pivot. Quit taking it personally. They're not rejecting you. And you have to kind of thicken your skin a little bit. Now, I told you what I would say, what I say before I go into an appointment, and what I say before I go out and make booking calls, and what I say before I go into an interview. In my mind, I say, people can't tell me no. They can't tell me no. Because I'm so convinced that I have the best product in the land, and I am convinced that we have the best opportunity in the land, that if they tell me no, she obviously does not understand what I'm trying to tell her. Because if she did, she would not be able to tell me no. There is no way, right? So in my mind, that's how I go in. I do not go in thinking, I probably won't sell anything. She's probably going to tell me no. I do not think that. And you cannot think that either. You've got to turn it around and say, she can't tell me no. She can't tell me no. Y'all say that. Say, people can't tell me no. People say it. People can't tell me no. I see y'all's lips moving. If you're not saying it, you got to say it. It helps. You say that 2 or 3 times before you go in, and you'll have a little bit more confidence yourself. Okay. And one thing about, I was going to say on the other objections on sometimes is they don't have the money, or maybe they have the money, but they don't have the confidence. They don't think they could do it. And this is where they may say, you know what? I just don't really see myself doing that. Or you're really good at that, but I would not be good at that at all. And that's where you have to build them confidence a little bit and say, well, you know what? I know that I couldn't do what you do unless someone taught me. And I know you couldn't do what you do as a nurse unless you had training. So just be assured that we are going to train you, and we're going to teach you everything that you would need to know. And so I just, you know, I knew nothing before I started. And so don't let that hold you back. If you knew we could teach you everything you need to know, you know, and I know you can learn it, is there anything else that holds you back? Okay. and you overcome that one, then she may say, well, I would, but honestly, I do have a full-time job, and I have 2 kids or 3 kids, and I just really don't see where I'd have the time to do it. I mean, because when I want to do it, I like to give 100%. And so then you say, well, I'll tell you what, if I could show you how you could make money and show you how you do have the time, is there anything else that would hold you back? And she goes, well, not really. I mean, that's it, you know? And I said, okay, let's do this. And then I would get out a date book and our weekly plan sheet, and I say, let's just look at your week. Because honestly, it is something you have to figure out. So you work from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. Boom, boom, boom. I say, do you have a lunch hour at all? Okay, you do. You have a lunch hour. Okay, so great. I'm just going to open a little thing. I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. Okay, what about weeknights? Are there things that you do, like that you know you can't get out of that you do every single, you know, certain nights a week? Oh, I'll go to church on Sundays 2 times a week and also go to Wednesdays. Okay, great. Let's X those out. All right, is there anything else? Well, you know, I mean, not really. I mean, I do like to go crafting on, you know, I do quilting on Thursday nights. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. All right, anything else? Well, my kids have ball games. That's fine. All right, what about Saturdays? Well, I mean, Saturday's my day of rest. And I just say, okay. So, well, let me just show you something. And I'll just take a piece of paper out and I would write and I would say, you know, a party, let's say a party is 3 hours. You know, you got to get there, set up, you do the party, you close the party. So let's just say 3 hours. The party in the whole 3 hours, but just to do it all. An average party in Mary Kay, you know, is around $350, $400. Say, now I've done $1,600 parties and I've done zeros. But let's say $350. Okay, so $350, and we make 50% of what we sell. So that's $175. Okay, you with me? So now, if your boss that you work for right now told you, now, if you can work an extra 3 hours this week, I'm going to add $175 to your paycheck. Could you find 3 hours? There's nobody that says no. They'll say yes. They say yes. Because, you know, that's pretty good money per hour. Wouldn't you agree? And say, okay, so let's just look. If you wanted to do one party a week even, you know, just one. Like, could you fit it in one, and you have a little calendar, could you fit it in on Saturday? Just one party every Saturday, you know, for 3 hours. And then, and say later you might want to do more than that. But if you just did even one, you know, that's a profit of $700 a month. You know, would that help you any to have $700 in a month? Oh, it would? Okay, awesome. Well, I mean, it's something we can start with that, you know, or she might say, well, I might could do 2. So, well, great, you make about $1,400 a month. And so that doesn't count recruiting or reorders. That's just initial sales. So if you break it down to people, you guys, you can show them how they have the time. Some people are just, they're not really doing anything but watching TV. You know, they have time, especially if you see the value of the money, right? So I just felt like tonight I wanted to go over those few things and to just thicken your skin a little bit. No, they're not rejecting you, that you have to go through the numbers. You have to talk to 5 people to get 1 recruit. Are you willing to talk to 5? If I told you for sure that if you go sit down and talk to 5 people face to face, you'll at least get 1 person, would you talk to 5 people? No, and 4 are going to tell you no. That's the question. So if you're willing to do that, you can move up in Mary Kay, because it is a numbers game. Not me. I'm a Cadillac director. I mean, I've been number 7 in the whole Ruby seminar. I mean, that's not number 1, but that's pretty close up there. And people still tell me no. I still have to go ask somebody else. I mean, like, so it's not me. If it was me, then I should never get a no, right? Because, I mean, I've proven to be successful because it's not me. It's they're rejecting something else, something about them, something about the opportunity, something about their time, something about their money. So I know it's not me. And here's the thing. If I try to book a party and she tells me no, did anything get taken off my date book? No. Right? I mean, everything is exactly the same as it was before I asked her. So really nothing happens when they say no. Not one single thing happens if they say no. It only happens when they say yes. So you just got to keep asking, because it's either going to be nothing's going to happen or it's going to be a yes. It's not going to be a minus. Okay? Okay. So that's what I wanted to go over with you guys tonight. I want to remind you of 2 things. Number 1, the preferred customer program ends the 17th. And you want to register for that. If you even sign up 1 customer, your mom, okay, you can order the new products on May 10th, which is these new foundations. They are gorgeous. And so the new foundations are coming out. I've already got to sample them. They are amazing. You're going to love them. We're going to be training on, how to match foundations and all that good stuff. You're just going to absolutely love it. And you get to order them first. So you want to make sure you get on there and enroll some of your customers. It's 70 cents a name, and they get the lookbook. The lookbook, you want to know what the lookbook looks like? See if I can find it here. So nothing. Here's the lookbook this month. This next quarter. That's the inside. Isn't that pretty? So you can either look like this or you can look like that. Either one, right? And then it shows the new products, and it just goes through all of it. It's a really nice book. So I would send it to every potential person that you want to sell to. All right. You can change your preferred customer mailings at any time. You can put them on the list, take them off the list. But you just go to Mary Kay In Touch, and you click on Business Tools, and you'll go down and it'll say Preferred Customer Program. Click on it, and it will have you take you to My Customers. You may want to go to My Business and my Customers first and put your customers in there, or you could use it from your app even, and then you can enroll your customers. So it's not too hard. Most of you have gotten an email from your director about how to do that, or you can reach out to her, okay? So that's the 17th. And the other thing is, these are the products that are going up in price, and you want to, we say buy low, sell high, okay? So I think I did a screenshot of them. Did I or did I not? Okay, these are the ones. I'm just going to read them to you real quick in case you didn't look. So this month, you want to order these products. If you sell them, order several, because they're not going out. They're not changing. They're just going up. And so the CC cream is now 20. It's going to 22. The foundation primer is 18. It's going to 20. Oil-free eye makeup remover is going from 15 to 17. Oil mattifier from $16 to 18. The Mary Kay Men Facial Hydrating Sunscreen is going from 24 to 25. The Time-Wise Age Fighting Lip Primer is going from 24 to 25. Time-Wise Repair Volume Firm Deep Wrinkle Filler is going from 45 to 48. And let's see. Due to the inclusion of products listed above, Time-Wise Repair Ultimate Volume Set, that's where you do the repair and some other stuff that's going up because of the deep wrinkle filler. And then like the skincare men's regimen line. The Deluxe Mini on the section 2 of the eye makeup remover is going up to $250. So these products that are going up are really some of my best sellers. The CC cream, the primer, the eye makeup remover, and I use that deep wrinkle filler all the time. I will stock up on that because I know I'm going to sell it. And here's the deal. They go up on May 16th. So on May 16th, you go up. That's when you start charging the new price. So you'll make a little bit of extra money. It's just smart business, right? So I want to remind you of that as well. Okay. So I'm going to let all the directors just, well, it's almost time to quit. I'm going to run through the directors real quick if there's anything you'd like to say real quick. Okay. So let me just unmute Allison first. Allison?
My phone here.
Yep.
Okay.
We can hear
Okay,
you.
good. I mean, this was a great call because, can you hear me okay? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a great call because I think that, after an extended period of time of not hearing it, you need to be reminded that, it's not you people are saying no to. It's just the process. It's just part of what we do. And so I love the Q-tip and I love the pivot and, all of that. I mean, you covered it. It was an awesome call. I can't believe it. I've got nothing to add.
Well,
Can't stand it. Can you, is my phone okay?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, that is, you just have to be, I think, coupled with staying connected to your director and staying connected to the unit meeting and staying in the bubble, you get through those times.
Mm-hmm.
But I love tracking it because it's a numbers game and, you did a great job. You covered everything and I'm ready to book.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, Allison. You know, I
You're
know
welcome.
sometimes you get discouraged especially when we're all trying to recruit and you're like, come on, I'm ready for the yes. Just all I can say is don't give up. I'm not going to give up, and I don't want you to give up. Okay,
That's
Lorene.
right. We got cruises to earn.
That's
Come
right.
on.
We got to do it, and I need to recruit. Okay.
And I need a recruit.
That's right. Lorene, you want to add anything?
Yeah, one thing that when you were talking that I thought about when people rejecting you because they try the product because they're really happy. Somebody approached me and offered me a facial with another brand, although especially after Lori Hogg, a little bit of me would want to say, yeah, I just want to see how it compares, kind of as a way to spy on their product. But I wouldn't want to waste their time or mine because I know I'm not buying anything but Mary Kay. So I'm sold out with what we have. So just realizing that some other people may feel that way too, but our product line is so broad that just looking for those other things that we could sell to them, that we could, sometimes getting in the door with one product, their line probably doesn't have satin lips or satin hands. And so, I just like the way of thinking about it from that perspective. So just a thought, because I'm not going to have a facial with some other brand because I don't want to waste my time or theirs. And I know I'm not buying it. So just a thought.
That's right. And it's funny because most of us aren't asking sales directors in another company. We're asking people that just use something from the mall. So
Right.
that's a little bit harder sell. I think with those women, you'd have to convince them on the opportunity, and then they might switch brands. Or watch you and go, I want some of what she's got. But anyway, and sometimes you just bide your time. In 6 months, they're not even in that company, and then you're on. All right.
All the tips, all the ideas.
Okay. All right. Rosemary, let me unmute you.
Okay. Can you hear me okay?
I can.
Okay. Awesome. Tonight's call was really, really exceptional. I loved it. Like Allison said, I have not been in Mary Kay near as long as some of you, but I think it's so good to hear this over and over and over again and just kind of help remind ourselves that it is not us. And I think that when I first started, I don't know, I thought I'd be different. I thought, well, they're not going to reject me, and I think, especially when you talk to friends and family, I think those are the hardest rejections versus a stranger. And, it was more than a year before I could get my daughter to let me facial her, and it hurt. It really hurt my feelings, and the other daughter was on my team. So, nothing, I couldn't take it personally. But it was hard not to do that. I loved your ideas about how to pivot, because I think sometimes once somebody gives us an answer, we just kind of freeze and like, now what do we say? So I would just encourage people to not just, listen to this once, but look at it again and memorize some of these things. Have an answer. Don't just, because you do kind of freeze, and just be prepared by memorizing some of these things, memorizing how to respond to objections, and it'll just become so natural after you do that. So great call tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. And you know what? That is so true. It is from years of memorizing the how to overcome. That's how you get smooth with it. Because then it's like, well, have you thought about this? They're like, well, no, I haven't thought about that. And sometimes just pulling the trigger. Do you just want to go and sign up? Instead of going, take all this home and read it. So anyway, thank you so much, Rosemary. Okay, let me see if any of our other directors. You guys, if any of the other ones are on here, I don't see you because you're not on Zoom. So we're going to go ahead and stop the recording.